Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe during this crazy time. I found an old camcorder that I had back in 2013, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to pick it back up, get an SD card that could hold more than 30 minutes of filming, and do my first ever speed paint. I've done a few live streams before, but I've never actually filmed myself painting, so I thought this would be a really interesting and cool thing to do to post on this channel. I haven't actually posted on this channel in years, and everything I post on here is basically old school projects. So I thought I would pick it back up, do a couple speed paints, see if anyone was interested in watching them. I'm planning to do a few more. I would love to do more, so if you guys have any suggestions of things you'd like to see painted or any advice you'd like to hear about painting. Obviously, I'm not a professional. I do this in my free time, but I do enjoy it a lot, and I'd love to share any tips or tricks you guys are interested in. I think I psych myself out a lot when it comes to putting my paintings on camera. I don't think I put my best projects forward when I know I'm being watched. I definitely psych myself out, and I definitely get very nervous when someone is looking over my shoulder or I'm doing a live stream. It's definitely a little nerve-wracking to know that people are watching what I'm doing. I think a lot of my paintings that I really love and I really enjoy are the ones that I've done in privacy and ones that I have done on my own time, in my own small, quiet, safe space. I'm not that great when it comes to people watching me do my artwork. I am an animation student, so a lot of my schoolwork tends to be with drawing or illustration. And even working in those studio rooms, I get a little nervous with other people around. It's definitely not something I totally enjoy. I would rather be in my own little box and not have the judgment of anyone except myself. Although I think it probably is very nice to be around other people who are extremely supportive and very kind and nice when it comes to not knowing exactly how I feel about my work. A professor had once told everyone in my class that it's funny how supportive we are, because we're not just supportive, we're aggressively supportive. So when someone would say they didn't really like what they did, everyone around each other would go, "How dare you say that? Don't ever say that. It's ridiculous that you think your art isn't good. Look how amazing that is. How dare you say your art isn't good?" So it's just nice to know that there is a really great support system in school and in the art community itself, and people will just always do everything to bring you up about how you feel about your art. I really love painting clouds. Here I am using a 12 rounded brush to paint my clouds. This is basically like my most used brush. I definitely abuse it a lot because I do enjoy doing some dry brush techniques when it comes to doing clouds. The way I usually go about doing clouds is I usually start off with a watercolor or a light wash for where I want the clouds to go, and then I will start layering in the darker colors and then cover it again with the lighter colors. So I keep jumping back and forth between shadow and highlight until I think I reach the right balance between the two. It's not always perfect, but I just have to kind of keep in mind where my light source is and just try to use the reference that I have as much as possible, because the reference is there to help you understand what you're painting, and when you really study it, you're able to understand why you're painting it a certain way. So that's why it's a great idea to use references when you are trying to paint a realistic landscape. Right here I am using a 3/8 flat brush for the grass. With this painting, I think I only used 3 brushes. I also used a 3/1 brush for some of the thin grass that I do at the end. I definitely, in my paintings, only use 2 or 3 brushes. I have a lot of them, and I only really rotate between 5, which is ridiculous, I know, since I have so many. But once you get that favorite brush, you just start using it all the time. And like I said earlier, I definitely abuse my brushes. I don't use them very well, and I don't take care of them the way they probably should be taken care of, so it's probably best for me to just stick to one brush so that once it doesn't serve its purpose anymore, I can move on to the next one. Right here I'm just taking my flat brush again. I put some darker shades on the water, and then I take a clean brush, the clean flat brush, and go over it just to blend it a little bit to make it look a little bit smoother. And there's that tiny little brush adding some more thin lines to the grass. I definitely went over that black mountain like 7 times because that black paint just does not dry dark enough. That's the thing with gouache, it just doesn't dry how you think it's gonna dry. I am using gouache only. Oh, here's everyone's favorite part, the peeling. I do use gouache only, but I tend to use it more as a watercolor, and then I start to layer it with the thicker paint. So satisfying. I hope everyone enjoys that peeling that I included. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoys watching this. If you have any questions, you can comment down below. If you have any suggestions about what I should paint next, please let me know. I will gladly include it in the next video. I'm also going to include a link to my Instagram, so go ahead and give that a follow. Most likely I will be posting there first and then posting speed paints here afterwards. So if you want to get a sneak peek at my next paintings, you can go check them out there. Bye everyone!